Definitely, the ICC case is a very, very, kumbaga, watershed event, not only for the Filipino people, but even for the ICC, as I mentioned a while ago, because it's the first time a nation will be tried. Will it have a positive impact on justice reforms in the Philippines? I also hope so, but not necessarily follows. So I would like to think that we will, of course, try to get more justice reform processes in the Philippines, but at the same time, we should go back to the ICC too.
Yeah.
So that
That's the key, no? You have
yes.
you have to go back.
For the very reason that without the ICC, it would have been difficult to get Duterte prosecuted. Now that we're no longer there, it is possible that some human rights violators will think, well, maybe we can get away with it this time. So, yeah, we're very, very hopeful that the ICC process will lead into a trial at the very least and a conviction at the very most. While we would like to hope that it will also lead to justice system reforms in the Philippines, a lot of work has to be done, and a lot of those work will be accomplished by the Filipino people themselves, demanding for justice system reforms.
Part of that work, obviously, is that, apart from going back to the ICC, there needs to be some really robust action on the part of Philippine authorities to make sure that these abuses don't happen again.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, it's good to pin our hopes in the ICC, but at the end of the day...
Yes, definitely. The ICC is not the messiah here. We would like to battle it out in domestic jurisdiction. That's why the best justice system for these human rights violations to be tried are the Philippine courts. But unfortunately now, it's not that forthcoming. So, yeah, I guess we have to resort to the ICC for now without abandoning our hope that we can achieve justice system reforms in the country itself.
Do you think President Marcos has what it takes to deliver on those things?
Well, that's the problem there because human rights violations continue.
Okay.
And extrajudicial killings continue. Maybe
the drug war is still a policy.
Yes, correct. Not to the same extent as Duterte's, but it's still, whether it's 30,000 or 3,000, it's still one death too many. So, it is the burden of President Marcos to convince a lot of people that he is serious in justice system reforms. In any case, any reform in the Philippines, in history tells us, has always been driven by the Filipino people. In my 3 terms in Congress, I've learned the lesson there that paminsan-minsan ang gobyerno napipilitang gawin ng hindi niya gusto depende sa laban ng tao sa labas ng Kongreso. So, whether we're talking of justice system reforms, the passage of an anti-dynasty law, or Freedom of Information Act, or amendment to the party list system, all these things will not come to happen without people's action outside. So, I guess it's always a combination of both.
Wow, on that note, thank you so much, Nery Colmenares.
Thank you.